All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakha, Korash. Double honors to apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to elect, what you ought to be. Now, it's your brother Hawaii from GMS Chicago. Got a quick little lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, Puerto Ricans, and confusion of faces, whose bloodline go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who are Israelites, whose spirit bear witness that they're a child of the Heavenly Father. And the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world English calls Jehovah God. And the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world English calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, or Yeshua, Yeshua, Yahweh. And pretty much this lesson is going into how the man has the man has more power over the woman, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is the order of things, because like it says in 1 Corinthians 14:40, it says, "Let everything be done decently in order." And the Lord has set up the order. You know what I'm saying? You got Alpha and Beta. You know what I'm saying? You got A and B. You got 1 and 2. You got the man is the man that's above the woman, man. You know what I'm saying? And according to when it comes down to the scripture, I believe it's Jeremial 33:21. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord said He'll create a new thing, a woman shall surpass a man. That's just for further punishment for the iniquity that the nation of Israel was doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in no wise would the Lord deem the woman to be a weaker vessel and still deem her to be the weaker vessel and then switch it up, because the scripture says in Malachi 3:6 that the Lord changed not. You know what I'm saying? So you already know with the woman being in higher authority on this side in this wicked kingdom. You know what I'm saying? It's to further oppress the man. Because like the scripture says, it says house divided against itself cannot stand. The man is the head of the household, man. You know what I'm saying? In other words, head nigga in charge. It's not vice versa when it comes down to man and woman. You know, and I want to start off with 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. It says, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man." You know what I'm saying? So when it says head, it says it's Kephale. It says the head, both of men and often of animals, since the loss of head that destroys life, which is true. It says the word is used, the phrase relating to capital extreme punishment. It says metaphorically anything supreme, chief, prominent. You know what I'm saying? A person, master, lord, master, lord of a husband in a relationship to his wife. You know what I'm saying? So a man, when it comes down to a man and a woman, you know what I'm saying? If they are in marriage, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the man is above you. You know what I'm saying? Your husband is above you. It ain't no equal terms, ain't no equality. You already know that's a bunch of BS. You know what I'm saying? Because even when it comes down to all these feminists that talk about equality, the only time they want to be, the only time that equality doesn't exist is when it's a situation like a fist fight between a man and a woman. That's when she want to take her place. That's when she want to be a victim and say, "Oh, she's a woman," this, that, and the other. So that means that there's no equality, because equality means 100% all around, not just a little bit here and there. You feel me? All right. It says, I'll read again. This is 1 Corinthians 11:3. It says, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai is Yahweh." You know what I'm saying? And it's the order. So you got the Heavenly Father Yahweh, you got the Heavenly Son Yahweh Shai, then you got the man, then you got the woman. You know what I'm saying? And these are these are levels in authority, man. You know what I'm saying? This is 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 11. It says, "Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection." Now the word subjection is hoop oats ag whatever. It says the act of subjecting, obedience, subjection, subordination, subject. Subjection also to subject. Another definition is to overpower. You know what I'm saying? Or not to be under somebody else's power, man. You know what I'm saying? So
It says, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffered not a woman to teach. So all these pastors, you know what I'm saying, female pastors and stuff. Hey, what about this scripture? You know what I'm saying? You talking about you follow God, this, that, and the other and stuff, but all you female pastors, what do? You try to jump around this and stuff, and it's plain in the pudding. It says, I suffer not a woman to teach. Period. You know what I'm saying? It says, nor to use authority over the man. You know, and this is not talking about between a husband and a wife. This is period, man. You know what I'm saying? Because because the man is above. Because back in the ancient days, if a woman got out of pocket, you saw that off the movie 300. You know what I'm saying? You had that messenger from that other king to come in. He was dark skinned, and I think his name was Spartacus. You know what I'm saying? You had him and this woman came in the midst and stuff. You know, hey, but she was out of order, man. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman doesn't have no say so when it comes down to two men in a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But society pushes, because Esau, even so-called white man, pushes things that's contrary. You know what I'm saying? He pushes that that you could that a woman can have a say so, this, that, and the other and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, but no, that's not true, because when it comes down to the woman, I mean, when it comes down to the man is the one who has authority over the woman. We're the ones who's alpha. You know what I'm saying? The Lord made us first, not y'all first. You know what I'm saying?
It says, verse 12, it says, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. It says, verse 13, it says, for Adam was first formed, then Eve. So he was made first. You know what I'm saying? So that proves, what is that? Alpha. You know what I'm saying? You know, you all will be beta. Verse 14, it says, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. You know what I'm saying? Because what did the serpent do? The serpent was a man and not no talking snake. You know what I'm saying? Or no talking dragon. He came with subtlety to Eve, man. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because she was the weaker vessel. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, he if it was equality and both of them was on the same terms, you know what I'm saying, he would have went straight to Adam, but he went to the woman because the woman was was easier to get to. You know what I'm saying? Because she's the weaker vessel. It says, verse 15, it says, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. You know what I'm saying? In childbearing, how you bear a child? By having sex. You know what I'm saying? You know? So, well, like a woman's role is pretty much to cook, clean, stay at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Not gad abroad. You know, not out there wearing skimpy clothes. Got to wear clothes that's covering herself up. You know what I'm saying? So she won't entice another man that might like a certain figure on a woman when that woman is already with a man already. You know what I'm saying? Uh, 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 you know, just amongst other women, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, and to cook, clean, worry about the children and stuff. But in today's society, you know what I'm saying, it really ain't all that possible for a man to sit up here and no, so like it in today's society and stuff. Both the man and the woman had to work. You know what I'm saying? You know. This is Genesis chapter 2 verse 18. It says, and Yahweh power said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him and help me for him. And what's to help me? Uh it's the word Izar. It's the I, the Za, and the Ra. Izar. It says help, secure, help, one who helps, aid. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord was trying to create a help for Adam. Verse 19, it says, and out of the ground the Lord power formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air and brought them unto Adam to see what he will call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. Verse 20, and Adam gave names to all cattle and into the fowl and into the and to the fowl, which are birds. It says of the air and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a help me for him. So he's, even though he created, the Lord had created all these different beasts of the air and of the ground and stuff, it still didn't find no help for him. Verse 21, it says, and the Lord power caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And when it's talking about the ribs, going back to the Adamites, man, you know what I'm saying, of his family, you know, uh, 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 of his people, man, you know what I'm saying, you know. And it says, verse 22, it says, the rib which the Lord power had taken from man made he a woman and brought her onto the man. You know what I'm saying? So this was the helpmate that Adam was given, man. You know what I'm saying? That was meat for him, man, for a help, for an aid. You know, because even when it go down to the word woman, woman means servant. You know what I'm saying? Because if you will help, you know what I'm saying, you'll be a servant to the one who rules. You feel me? This is yeah, verse 1. This is back in First Corinthians chapter 11, verse 9. It says, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. You know, and you got that old saying, happy life, happy wife, this, that, and the other. No, really, actually, it's vice versa according to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no riddle for it, ain't no rhyme for it. You know what I'm saying? But since the man is in charge and stuff, the woman was created for the man. It wasn't the man created for the woman. You know what I'm saying? You know, Esau is the one who puts the woman on a pedestal because it's contrary. Why? Because it does things that's disorderly, man. That's things that's contrary and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Esau puts the weaker vessel on the top. You know what I'm saying? But when his household and stuff, everybody knows that he's head guy in charge. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to these Edomites, they don't like the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, these are the Gettys, these rich banking families and stuff. There ain't no woman telling them what to do. You know what I'm saying? They got complete order in their house. You know what I'm saying? They the ones who well, of course, curses are falling upon them. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that they families know that the man is head of the household. You know what I'm saying? But what Esau does when it comes down to Jake, you Negroes, Latinos, and natives, you know what I'm saying? He put out these different TV shows, and you got cartoons, and you got anime, you got different movies and stuff where the woman want to switch in between. Like it's a TV show called Vampire Diaries, and you got the woman that's a reincarnation version of their past wives. That's pretty much was sleeping between brother and brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, committing adultery. You know what I'm saying? Esau puts this out as if it's okay. You know, so then every single woman, they feel the same way because they move by their feelings. Esau knows this, you know what I'm saying? You know, and now the woman want to do it, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that's highly enforced amongst Jake and stuff because they want Jake to go off, you know. It says, verse 1 Corinthians 11:9, it says, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So the woman is created for the man. So that aid, that helped me, that was made for Adam was Eve, and Eve was a woman. You know what I'm saying? You know, and she was a help onto onto Adam, man. You know what I'm saying? Like how in order for Esau to run his kingdom and stuff, you know what I'm saying, he needs servants. You know what I'm saying? So he won't be doing all the work. You know what I'm saying? So the servants are the helpmates. The servants are the aides. You know what I'm saying? You know, to keep his kingdom going so he won't be doing things by himself. That's the same way when it comes down to the woman. You know, you are a servant. You are a helpmate. You give aid to the man, you know. This is First Peter chapter 3 verse 1. It says, and back in that Timothy's, it was talking about men, period. But that don't mean that if a man just come up and he liking on you, but you got a whole for you women, you got a whole husband and stuff, you got a boyfriend or whatever. You talking to some dude and stuff, and then some other dude come up and it's like, well, you know, I'm you know, you know that he's above you and stuff. But if he's trying to commit adultery and stuff with you, and because adultery for a woman would be a woman that sleeps with another man, even though she has a man or a boyfriend or, you know, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then adultery for a man is when a man sleeps with another woman when she has a man already, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is that if a dude just come up you know what I'm saying? And the woman, you know that you got a husband at home and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he trying to deal with you and stuff, you gotta let him know, like, I'm married. You know, you can't deal with me. I'm already taken. You know what I'm saying? No lying, just telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, you know, but regardless of anything, the man is still man. Period is above women. You know, this is First Peter chapter 3 verse 1. It says, "Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands." You know what I'm saying? So you got to be in subjection to your own husbands, man. You know what I'm saying? So whatever he say goes. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not causing you to sin against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You know, because some of you women be like, well, he want me to smoke weed, so I'm gonna smoke the weed. Nah, you, that's your flesh. You want to smoke the weed and stuff, because like the scripture says in the book of Sirach or Ecclesiastes in Apocrypha, the 25th chapter, it says wickedness is but wickedness is but little to a woman. You know what I'm saying? You know, to do wickedness and do wickedly, it feels good for him. You know what I'm saying? You know. I'll read again. This First Peter 3:1. It says, "Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husband, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives." You know what I'm saying? That word conversation goes into the Greek word anastrophe, and it says manner of life, conduct, behavior, deportment. You know what I'm saying? So, like it says in First Corinthians, the 7th chapter, it goes into how a woman that follows the law, statute, commandments, and stuff, she could, you know, cause her man to like be like, hey, you know, you don't act like all these other women. You ain't cheating on me. You got yourself covered up. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could clean, you're obedient and stuff, but you really ain't gonna really find when it come down to these women. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be like, what are you into? You know what I'm saying? Now he might get into it, you know, and then vice versa. You know, woman might be amazed at how the man walk around all wisely and stuff, and he got his stuff together and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And probably it'd be like, oh, this. You'd be like, yo, I read the Bible and stuff. The Bible say this, to do this, to do that, this, that, and the third, woo, to woo. You know what I'm saying? She might get wooed and want to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? You know. Um, Verse 2, it says while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adoring, let it not be that outward adoring or plaiting the hair and wearing of gold or putting on apparel, but let it be hidden, let it be hidden. It's like verse 4, it says, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Most High of great practice. You know what I'm saying? You know, and in that word adorn, it goes into to be put in order, man. You know what I'm saying? So the order of things is that the man's above the woman and the woman is underneath the man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and of course the woman will have control over the children. You know what I'm saying? You know, until the son reaches a certain age, then he learns underneath the elders. You know what I'm saying? When the son reaches 12 years old. This is verse 5. It says, "For after this manner in the old time the holy women also who trusted in the Most High, Yahweh Shai, adorned themselves." That word adorn, like I said, is cosmeo, and it says to put in order, arrange, make ready, prepare, to ornament, adore, metaphorically embellish with honor, gain honor. It says to put in order, to put in proper order, that is decorate, you know, to garnish, trim, you know. So you know, put it in order, meaning put it in a place. You know what I'm saying? That a woman's supposed to do this, to do that. You know, older women supposed to teach younger women how to be underneath subjection to her husband. You know what I'm saying? You know, older women got to be in the stead of You know, when it comes down to the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, to be able to teach other women on how to be and how to be correct wives onto their husbands according to the scriptures and not according to society. You know what I'm saying? Because society is going to get you women killed. You know what I'm saying? It says, back in verse 5, it says, adorn themselves being in subjection unto their own husbands. Verse 6, it says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. You know what I'm saying? So she called Abraham Lord. You know what I'm saying? When you call somebody a Lord, you know that this Lord is like master. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not as in the Lord, as the Heavenly Father or the Lord Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about the one of higher ranking above the woman, which would be the man. You know what I'm saying? It says, and Abraham and Sarah was married. It says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. You know what I'm saying? You know, so the thing is that Sarah knew her place. You know what I'm saying? She didn't come up above Abraham or anything, man. You know, she listened to Abraham and everything that he told her to do. You know what I'm saying? He walked righteously. She saw that, you know. This is Genesis chapter 18, verse 11. It says, now Abraham and Sarah were old and were stricken in age, meaning it was old. It says, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. It says, therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord being old also? You know what I'm saying? So she owed this because Yahweh Shai and the angels had came upon Abraham, you know what I'm saying? And Abraham told her to cook some food for him, you know, and Yahweh Shai said that pretty much Abraham was gonna have a son, you know what I'm saying, which was gonna be Isaac, you know, and which was gonna be Isaac and stuff, and well, Isaac and Ishmael, you know, and pretty much Sarah's like, oh, you know, we old right now, you know what I'm saying? Should he bring forth, like, you know, because you know, you get the women, they go through the menopause when they not dropping as many eggs, you know what I'm saying? They not ovulating as much, you know what I'm saying? You got you know, the men, you know, they pretty much these sperm cells still keep it going and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that she was thinking for the fact that they was both old, that they wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't be able to get it in. So she was laughing at it. And it says, verse 13, it says, and the Lord said unto Abraham, wherefore did Sarah laugh, saying, shall I of a surety bear a child, which am old? So she like, you know, I'm still gonna have children if I'm old, you know what I'm saying? You know, she was laughing at it, you know, but at the same time, the whole point of this is that she called Abraham Lord. She said, my Lord, in verse 12. You know what I'm saying? I'll read again. It says, therefore, Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord being old also? She called him Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's showing reverence that he's in a higher stead than she is, that they're not equal. You know what I'm saying? That he's head of the household, you know, even when it comes down to these other countries and stuff, you know what I'm saying? If there's both like a man and a woman and they together and stuff, because according to the scriptures, marriage is having sex. That's why the Lord said we adulterous generation. You know what I'm saying? Because not only just for fornication by worshiping other gods and following other customs, but also because Esau, Edom, so-called white man, put it in society that a woman can just leave a man whenever she wants to, you know what I'm saying? You know, and go out and just have sex, woo to woo. And according to that, that's being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? You know, and for a man to sit up here and have sex with any woman, even if she is taken already, you know what I'm saying? Society teaches you fornication, you know what I'm saying? How to go off, how to commit sin against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know what I'm saying? Man, I lost my thought, but you know, pretty much, you know, a woman's place
Oh, okay. It's like, okay, so you got in certain other call out like your Bashim Shah. You get so other countries where you got the man, the woman, you know what I'm saying? They together, they're a couple, you know what I'm saying? And they'll probably, both work jobs and stuff, but the woman, she'll come back and she'll give a check and her money and stuff all to the husband, so the husband can work out the bills and the different financial things and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And shoot, she good because the man is the provider of the woman, you know what I'm saying? So the everything will be okay, you know. Everything, the heat on, the bills paid, this, that, and the other stuff. They got food, got little things where they could be able to go out and stuff, babysitter or whatever for the children, unless they old enough to take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's better this way. You know what I'm saying? And it's all peace. You know. Now the woman don't have to worry about making this decision, that decision, and stuff. Everything's taken care of because the one that's in higher authority is taking care of those things. And all she got to do is pay attention to her role, which is cook, clean. You know what I'm saying? When a man come home, don't be no hard, don't be no rock. Be a soft pillow. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get it in, you want to get it in. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't the Sabbath day. You know. And I hope this video was edifying, and I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachah Kodash. Double honors to apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, which we hope to be. Shalom and a Bob of Ball.